So the girls want to know how to find a hair vendor. The girls want to know. The girls want to know how to find a hair vendor. They want to know. They want to know.
You have one unheard message.
Y'all, I've been receiving DMs, Facebook messages, comments, all that. Like, I'm starting a hair company. I need to find a hair vendor. I need to find a hair vendor. How'd you find your hair vendor? Hair vendor, hair vendor, hair vendor, hair tangles wear, hair vendor. So I'm like, okay, I received so much. First of all, let me introduce myself to you guys. My name is Naya. If this is your first time watching my video, I am the owner of HerVixenWigs.com. I'm currently in the process of relaunching my business. I'm going to be selling custom wigs. I'm going to be selling hot tools. I'm going to be selling bundles. Like, I'm so excited about my relaunch. I haven't posted in like 2 months because I've just been stacking my shitcoin, getting inventory. I have inventory that's still on the way. Once that gets here, we're doing a big unboxing. Like, I'm ready. But a month ago, I didn't even have 1,000 subscribers. Like, I didn't even have 900 subscribers, and literally within the past 30 days, I've gotten so much love, so many comments, nothing but positivity and support on a video that's actually like 7 months old now. And it was a video where I talked to you guys about where I get my custom packaging when my customers order custom wigs for me. So I gave you guys my exact vendor. So if you have never watched me before and you haven't seen that video, after you watch how to find a vendor, you can watch the video on your packaging. I will have the cards up at the top, and I'll have a link down below in the description. I can't do anything but to come back and to do that for y'all, because y'all shared so much love with me on my last video. Y'all were so kind. Y'all wish me nothing but love in my business, and I wish y'all the same. And one thing that I want to say before I get to the point is, we're at a time, I'm a woman of color, and no offense to anyone that is not, but we are currently at a time, and it's something that's been going on, but I just want y'all to know that we're creative, we're smart, we're hustlers. Our culture is replicated in so many ways, but I feel like in some ways we hold ourselves back because my people of color, we have a way of being in a crab in a barrel mentality, and I really don't want to have that mentality. I feel like I'm still learning, I'm still growing, I'm trying to tell y'all what my business is, but I feel like if I'm at level, even if I'm just at level 2 or level 1, if I can go back and tell one of my good sisters that's at level 0 trying to figure it out what I've learned along the way, so that she can come up with me, like we can grow together, I am more than willing to do that, and that's what I'm doing today. So who my vendor is, baby, I can't tell y'all that, okay? That's too much. I can't tell y'all all that, but I am going to tell y'all how you can find your own vendor. That is exactly how I found my very vendor that's in my head. The first thing that I need you guys to do is I need you to go ahead and pause this video, and when you pause this video, what you're going to do, your first task is to download WhatsApp if you do not already have it on your phone. WhatsApp is basically a way that people who have friends or family that are international, it's a way that you can communicate, it's a way that you can FaceTime. There's no additional fees or anything like that. It's how you can communicate. That is what you need so that you can communicate with your vendor that is most likely somewhere in India, somewhere in China, etc. You need a WhatsApp so you can communicate with them. So if you don't have that already, before I even tell you how to find a vendor, you need to go ahead and download that. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button, while you're downloading that, I need you to subscribe, and then I need you to come back and play this video. Okay? You have WhatsApp downloaded. All right, so this is exactly literally like, once I tell y'all how I found my vendor, if you didn't notice already, you're gonna be like, what? Now why the hell did I not think of that already? Because when I thought of it, I was just like, yo, why did I just now think of this? But anyways, basically what I did was I pulled out my phone and I thought to myself, whenever I want to be discovered, if I do a mini hair tutorial, if I post a picture and I want more people that don't know about me to find it, what do? I post it on Instagram and I use hashtags. So I'm like, okay. One day I was just laying in my bed and I was like, okay, I'm gonna search. What I was looking for that my vendor didn't have is I was looking for HD lace vendor. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up a screen here where I'm going to show you guys that, first of all, before even looking at the hashtag, it brought up a bunch of, just, you can go under accounts. It's gonna pull up accounts that say things like HD lace vendor, supply quality hair only, HD lace closure wholesale wigs. It's bringing up actual accounts, like literally, like within 5 seconds, you have like a list of different vendors there that supposedly have HD lace. You would have to actually go to each profile and look and see if they have the things that you're looking for. But then when you actually go to tags itself, just under tags in itself, it's showing 34,000 posts. Now you may actually go under hashtags and there may be some posts where people are just trying to get, like, they're an actual hair company already, small business, they're just trying to get discovered, so they use that hashtag. But if you actually go through, you will also be able to find legitimate vendors just going through those hashtags. So you need to have a list of exactly what you want to offer for your hair company. Everyone is different. I want to sell wigs that are already ready-made, like the vendor makes the wigs for me 90% of the time, 80% of the time, and I work on bleaching the knots, plucking the hairline, doing the custom color. Those are things that I enjoy and I'm passionate about. You may not want that. You may have a passion for actually making the wigs by hand, so you're looking for bundle deals. You may want Indian hair, you may want mink hair, you may want Malaysian hair, all these different hair textures nowadays. You may want HD lace. They now have HD 613 lace. You may want hot tools. You may want edge control. You may want to make your own hairspray, you know what I'm saying? So you literally have to know exactly what you're looking for already, and honestly, you can play around with hashtags and you will be able to find vendors that offer that. They are literally using hashtags so that you can just find them. They're there for free. You don't have to buy a vendor plug or nothing. Like, they're literally there waiting for you to contact them. So this is how WhatsApp comes into place. So I'm just gonna go ahead and randomly click on one of these vendors that's under accounts when I type in HD lace vendor. So this vendor, your hair VIP _ Vivi, comes up. In her description, she says she has raw human hair vendor, HD lace vendor, 613 HD lace. Boom, she got 2 of what we looking for. She got transparent lace. Let me click on more. She does drop shipping. She does wholesale, raw bundles. She got everything. Vivi has everything. Okay, Vivi. So you can see right under her description of all the fire stuff that she has, it says API WhatsApp send phone. When you actually click on that, it is going to pull your WhatsApp up. And I've never had any conversation with her, so it pulls up an empty chat. From there, you are able to ask her any questions that you have. You're able to FaceTime her. You are able to call her. So you can do all of that under your WhatsApp account. So basically what I did was I just stocked up on, I didn't just go with the first person that I saw. I just like reached out to literally, like, there's like a good 40 different vendors minimum, I would say, in my WhatsApp, where I came up with a text message. This is like my first message where I get straight to the point. Again, you know exactly what you want. I want HD lace, I want transparent lace, I want textures that go from this range to that range, I want deep body wave, I want body wave, I want straight, I want kinky curly, I want, you know, I want all that, okay? I know exactly what I want for my business. So it just makes it easier for you and for the vendor, and it helps you get straight to the point to weed out who has what you need and who doesn't. I would, first of all, it's always good to introduce yourself. Hello, my name is such and such. And then I had a base text message where I'm like, okay, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for ready-made wigs that you make. I want my wigs, I like them to be thick, so I only want to see 180% density to 200% density. You don't even have to talk to me about 130, 150. That's not what I want. I need these textures, and you know, can you send me a price chart of 13 by 6, 13 by 4, 7 by 7, 6 by 6, 5 by 5, all these, every length that you have, this density, what is your processing time, what is your delivery fees. I like to ask those questions right then and there, because when they go to respond to that, they let me know right then and there if they're going to be a good fit before I even get into asking for further questions, asking for pictures, asking for a FaceTime call, etc. And you're able to just go ahead and drop that same little template of it right to the point, what you need. I don't like to be asking a million questions, we going back and forth. I like to get straight to the point, so I'm able to ask for, these are the things that I'm looking for, and they'll respond. Sometimes they'll respond, you ask about 10 questions, some of them will answer like 5 out of 10, you know, get your answers, but okay. And you're able to send them the first message back like, okay, and the other 5 questions, like, what's your shipping time, what's your processing time? I know you saw those other 5 questions, okay? So yeah, so you're able to get straight to the point. So that's why it's really important to know exactly what you want, so that when you contact them, you're able to get right to it. So like I said, it's very important to ask for processing time, especially if you are doing, like, if you're doing drop shipping or if you're doing pre-orders. It's very important to know their processing time to get the items made for you, especially if you're doing wigs. Bundles, usually they'll have that ready to go, but if you need them to make units and stuff, you want to know how long it will take. I've hit up some vendors and they're like, oh, we can have it made for you in 3 days. Oh, we have it in stock. Oh, it's gonna take 30 days. Like, what am I gonna do with 30 days? Like, 30 days, like, you know. So that helps me weed out and it helps me weed out the ones that I don't need to be talking to at all. And you can send all of them these messages during the day, and by the time 8, 9, 10 o'clock, where they're waking up on their side, you have all these different vendors reaching back out to you. So another thing that I also did was, I have my personal Instagram, I have a business Instagram, and then I have what some would call a troll Instagram, but I don't be trolling on there. That's not me. But it's basically an unlisted private Instagram that I have, where I follow only specifically hair vendors, just so I can keep up with everyone. You never know when you need to find a new vendor or you need to outsource for something. You always want to have backups. And also, because I'm only following and liking hair vendors, my explore page on that Instagram page also shows me more vendors. And yeah, so I love it. And just a little something to throw out there, it doesn't tell you, like, that doesn't tell you that that's that person's vendor, but it's like, it's a possibility that it is. It's a possibility that they may have worked with that vendor before. It's a possibility they might like that vendor, I don't know. But what made me create that separate Instagram, because I'm able to easily, I don't know if you guys have that update on your phone, but I'm able to easily bounce between my personal Instagram, like, without having to log out and stuff like that. My personal, my business, my vendor Instagram. I use like a Pinterest basically. While I was looking for vendors, I myself follow a lot of celebrity hairstylists or big hairstylists. That's what I like to look at on Instagram. And with me talking to vendors, looking them up on Instagram, because I follow these people already, and this person would now become someone we mutually follow, Instagram would tell you such and such and such and such and such and such follows this person. And I'm like, you do such and such celebrity hair and you follow the vendor that I might be doing business with? Okay. So that's just a little bit of a gag there. But then also on the flip side of that, I don't want my brand to grow and people see Crown Her Vixen follow such and such, or HerVixenWigs follow such and such, because I worked hard to find my vendor, and I'm not just about to just tell y'all who my vendor is or give y'all any type of Blue's Clues. I'm sorry, but I will tell you how to find your own vendor. That's what I will do, but I'm not going to tell you who my vendor is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there is some like big Instagram people that sell vendors, and I'm able to see like vendors that they follow. So that was just something that I stumbled upon. So I want to talk to you guys also about pre-orders and drop shipping. So I do pre-orders with my vendor. That's why I was, you know, talking to you guys about like processing time, delivery times, delivery fees. You want to make sure that you ask them those questions up front, because you might start asking them about bundles and wig prices and love the price, but then be like, okay, well, how much does it cost for you to ship it to me? $185. But then another one might say $25. So you want to make sure that you ask those questions. But pre-orders is basically when you don't have anything physically in stock. You set up your website where it appears to your customer that those things are in stock, but you once they place the order, you take their money and you order the wig from your vendor, and you charge your profit on top of that. And then you have drop shipping, which is where your vendor, if they offer it, you can send them your custom packaging and stuff like that, your business cards, and they will go ahead and ship the product out to your customer for you. I do a mixture of pre-orders and having my own inventory. I do think that it's good to have some form of inventory, because if everyone you're telling them, oh, processing time is 7 to 10 business days because you're waiting for the hair to come in from the vendor, some customers, that will make or break them wanting to do business with you. And I also kind of want that certain items that I tell my customers are ready to ship to be a hot commodity, because they know that they can order it and like the same day or next day it's going to be in the mail. But then there's also some items on my website that I actually have as pre-order that are probably not as popular. I don't believe in drop shipping at all, because with drop shipping, I just feel like I want to be hands-on. If I have a customer file a dispute against me saying that they didn't receive the right texture, the right lengths, they didn't receive their order at all, they, you know what I'm saying, they don't have a tracking number, like, one, how can you fight the banks as far as the dispute? How do you know if the customer is telling the truth or not? You're not even being hands-on with your business. Why would you start, I'm not trying to talk down on anyone doing drop shipping, but why would you start your own business, is my opinion, to have it in the hands of someone else handling your stuff? These people don't care about your business as much as you care about your business. So I absolutely do not recommend drop shipping at all. But it's, baby girl, if you want to do drop shipping, it's your business, that option is there. So, you know, you can ask these vendors if they offer that, but I do like pre-orders. That's how me and my vendor work off of things. Because you're able to start your business with little to no money, and you're able to do an immediate startup. But like I said, I do recommend having some things in stock, something, popular lengths, popular textures in stock. Vendor plug. So I'm not trying to knock nobody's hustle. I don't want nobody coming for my neck. I don't want no smoke with y'all. I really don't. Anyone that sells vendor plugs, sell wholesale and things like that, I gotta keep it real with my subscribers. So I'm gonna talk to my subscribers like y'all are my sisters. I don't care if you my big sis, big bro, little bro. I'm gonna talk to you like how I talk to my best friend, because that's what I would appreciate when I was like just starting to learn about hair and stuff. I would appreciate a video like this. But when it comes to vendor plugs, this is just how I feel. This is my personal opinion. This is what I would tell my homegirl if she says she wants to start her own hair company. I don't believe, I've purchased a vendor plug before. First hair vendor that I ever had, I did purchase a vendor plug, and we're going to talk about vendor plugs later on in the video. But I purchased a vendor plug, meaning you pay someone to tell you who their vendor is, or they've researched vendors and you're paying them for the information, okay? And that worked for me for a while. The vendor was great. They were actually US based. I was able to get my hair within 2 days. Very fast. Customer service was amazing, but they weren't innovative enough for me. Like, there was things that I wanted that were at a demand. I wanted HD lace. I wanted 6x6 closure wigs, 7x7 closure wigs. They didn't have those things, and time was passing, and they weren't they had no intentions of getting those things, and those were things that I had a demand for. So I had to find a new vendor, and I purchased the vendor plug that I paid someone on Instagram that was a celebrity hairstylist. I paid $100 for their vendor, and everything was fine for some time, but that vendor didn't have everything that I need. That's what I'm saying. As different individuals that have a business, there's certain things that you want in your business, certain things that my vendor has that you may not be looking for. You need X, Y, and Z that my vendor may not carry. My vendor may not work at the speed or the processing time that you're looking for. So you have to find someone that fits for you, because it worked out for a little while, but I couldn't even do business with that vendor for over a year because it got to a point where I needed certain things and they didn't have that. But obviously, I truly believe the person that I bought the vendor plug from is the vendor that they actually use, but it just wasn't fitting with what I needed for my brand. So I don't recommend that you search for a vendor plug. And honestly, it's way more fulfilling to do the work yourself and to find your own vendor. I feel like you may need to question if you truly want to be a business owner. If you, and it's almost calling myself lazy. I feel like I needed to think on something quick at that time, which is why I looked for a vendor plug. And I was just younger at the time. This was like 2 years ago. But I do feel like in some ways, some people are lazy and just want to pay for people to do things. Like having a business nowadays is something that's trendy. So some people just, oh, I'm a pay for my favorite, you know, celebrity hairstylist, or hairstylists that think they a celebrity they damn selves on Instagram. I'm gonna pay them $400 for their vendor, and you don't even know if that's really their vendor that they're selling you. Some people really just try to make a capital off of people just being lazy, honestly. Like, if you're gonna give me the money for me to give you something that I found in 5 seconds, like, then yeah, give me your $200-$400. But honestly, like I said, I'm not totally against it. I've purchased a vendor plug myself, or maybe you have been doing the research and you're looking for something specific and you just genuinely still haven't found the vendor, but you see someone promoting their vendor plug, then yeah, if you haven't had any success in finding it yourself, then go ahead and try it out. But you giving someone $400 for their vendor, you're gonna have to order samples. Just because you find a vendor, they show you pictures and videos, like some of those pictures and videos look really good, but then I've ordered the hair and it didn't hold a curl. I got it and it actually wasn't as thick as it looked on video. You're actually gonna have to waste some money with some vendors possibly, because 9 times out of 10, the first person that you order a sample from isn't gonna be your vendor. I've had to order from quite a few vendors. I've had to start from scratch over and over. Like, when you're truly passionate about this, you truly want this to be your business, like, it's something that's gonna have to take time, like, and it's gonna have to be unique to you as a person and to your business. So that's just something that I just want to throw out there. As far as the vendor plugs, you have the free information there to find your own vendor. So you have that information. If you didn't know how, I've just told you. And honestly, like, I don't mind doing this because I know that what's for me is for me. What God has intended for me and my business literally is its own journey, its own course, and what's for you and your business is entirely its own journey. Your business may skyrocket before mine or may not. Me giving you this information doesn't change anything.